All right, let's start. Are you hearing me all right? Okay, great. So I think we have a couple of questions, and let me cover that before we start. So Joshua is asking, what is the date time of the midterm? So the midterm will be this Thursday during the time of the class. Okay, and another question from Jan, is the midterm fully open notes? Yeah, it will be open book, so you can refer to the lecture slides. Yeah, so another question from Amanda. Yeah, so thank you for reminding this. I actually forgot. So for the midterm, we will cover like all the lectures we have done so far, and also part of the lecture from today's slides. So remember, like we were talking about classification, right, using deep learning approaches. So we were not able to cover all the slides in the last class. So we will cover those today, and until like up to that point, everything will be covered. So the next lecture will be on object detection. So object detection will not be there for a first midterm. All right. And so we are, since we are discussing that, and then in the second midterm, so we won't be taking any questions from this first half of the class. So only like lectures after object detection until whatever we have covered till the second midterm, that will be your syllabus for second midterm. Okay. Now, another question from Joshua, is the practice exam doc representative of the midterm? So it's kind of is, and questions will be similar, and we will have around 20 questions, and you will have 1 hour to finish those. Total, I think it will be graded out of 100. And so the questions will be like true false questions, the ones you have seen in your homework. Then you will have fill in the blanks, you will have multiple choices, and then there will be some questions where you have to put some textual entry. I think one of the sample was in the practice exam. Okay, so did he mention how the test will be taken? Is it open note at the beginning? Yeah, so it will be open book. I don't know what, so Jan, you have asked like a curve, so I don't know what that means.
The curve is like if the average score is like kind of low, then you'll boost everybody's grade, something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it will be relative. Whatever marks you will get, it will be relative. We won't be using even like the final grade which you will receive, that will be like relative for all the students. Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah, great. So another question from Amanda, we will need to write the test in a Word doc. Yeah, so similar to like what we shared for your the practice exam, we will share another Word doc that will have 20 questions. You will have to just fill in that Word doc and upload on web courses. So another question from Janta, when does final project propose due? I think we covered that in the last class. So I don't remember the exact date. So you can refer to, I think it was 27th, right? Okay, so it will be 27th of this month. So Carlos is asking, did you say the exam is 20 questions? Yes, you will have 20 questions. So each question will be 5 points. And you will have like 1 hour for that. Yes, you won't be needing any special software for this. We will release the questions, and then after that you will have 1 hour to submit it to the web course. So you will fill in the Word doc and submit that. Okay, so let's continue with the last lecture, and yes, it will be a Word doc. So there was a question from Jengtai. Now, I have a couple of questions before we begin. Let me see where. So can you guys see my screen? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
great. So let me put a quick poll for you. So let me quickly do that. And so I assume you can see the poll. Okay, yes, you can. Let me add one more. Okay, so it seems like it was like what we were expecting. So you can see that it's like a Gaussian curve, which we learned when we were seeing filtering and image smoothing. And I think you can easily approximate this distribution to a Gaussian or normal distribution, which is peaking at like medium, and that's exactly what we want. So I think it's leaning more towards hard and very hard, and we don't have any vote for very easy. So okay, so okay, you can't see, so you can't even see my screen. And
We just see the your browser. We don't see the results.
oh, okay. So I thought I shared my screen. Let me.
Also, we didn't get the poll for programming assignment, just homework.
Okay, probably I will just end it. And so for the homework, it's like a Gaussian curve peaking at medium, leaning towards hard and very hard. So for the next 5 homework assignments, we'll try to shift it towards easy, but still it should peak like at medium. Okay. And thanks for your input, whoever like gave that feedback on that Excel sheet. I really appreciate that. So let me end it here. And I think now you should be able to see the results for homework. Okay, great. So let me end this one and share another for the programming assignment. Okay, here you go. And this is almost similar, but it's not peaking at medium. So medium and hard are like equivalent. But it's good to see there was one student who found it very easy. And let me share this with you. So can you see like the results for programming assignment?
Yes.
Okay, great. So then the programming assignment, or the next one will be a bonus round, and we'll try to make it a bit easier as compared to the first one. And we'll do the same for the third assignment, but of course, like the third assignment will cover like a more complex topic. So it won't be like on edge detection or just classification, but we'll try to make it like simpler in comparison with the first one. All right, so this was really good feedback, and now let's start the lecture today. So there are lots of comments on the chat. If there is any question, we will check that later. Okay. So let me